next level.
Hello, hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. This is Coach Tiffany Parra, editor in chief of Phoenix Fitness Fanatics magazine, elevating your mind, body, and spirit. Sorry, we're a little bit late today, everybody. I tell you, it's Mental Monday, and today my computer was getting a little bit mental. So we've got a full house today. So I'm going to go ahead and bring on our amazing contributing writers, and we're going to be talking a little bit about music and what our playlist can do for our self-care routine. So joining me today, taking center stage on the magazine and publishing platform, we've got Phoenix Fitness Fanatics contributing writer, Teresa Palmer. Good morning, Teresa.
Good morning.
We, we've got AB Sheila coming in from the UK. Good morning, AB.
Good morning. Good afternoon here.
And we've got Audrey over here. We've got some international ladies in the house today. We've got Audrey coming in from Canada. Good morning, Audrey.
Hello.
All right. We've got Coach Karen in the house. Good morning, Coach Karen.
Good morning. How are you?
All right. And last but definitely not least, we've got Sabine coming in from the beautiful island of the Dominican Republic, my almost new home. So welcome, welcome, ladies. I am so excited to have you on the show today to talk to everybody on this Mental Monday. So before we get started on talking about music and how music impacts us, let's go ahead and introduce yourselves. Tell everyone who you are, I just said where you're from, but who you are and what you do. So Teresa, go ahead and start with you. I don't think I said where you are.
Welcome, everyone. Thank you for joining us. I'm Teresa Palmer. I'm a holistic cardiology nurse practitioner, and I am the nurse who connects individuals to their heart. My practice is a combination of traditional Western cardiology bridged with the Eastern traditions, Eastern cultures, and a lot of the wisdom of the heart. And I'm in Alabama currently.
Perfect. Thank you, Teresa. Welcome. All right, AB.
Yeah, my name is AB, and I live in the UK, London, and I am a self-love and mental fitness coach. I support women with their self-esteem and confidence to work in their femininity, very important to me, to be authentic and working with the subconscious mind to help people or women improve their self-esteem, basically in a nutshell.
Awesome. Welcome, AB. Thank you. All right, Audrey.
Well, hello from sunny Canada for a change. Yeah, it's been pretty cloudy here. Anyways, so what I do is I am an aromatherapist and I help people smell their way to health. But we can also do it internally. So I've, my story, and I might tell that a little bit later. Connect with me.
Awesome. Thanks, Audrey. All right, Coach Karen.
Well, happy Monday, everyone. And Tiffany, thank you for having me today. And I'm so glad to be joining. My name is Coach Karen A. Scott. I am a certified holistic health coach. I work with women 55 and over regarding their physical and mental well-being, helping them to discover not only their purpose and their ways to have better health, but knowing that they need to be committed. So you have to start with the mind first in order to work with the physical. and just really letting them know there are alternative ways to achieving optimal health and wellness. And I am in Dover, Delaware.
Awesome, awesome. Thanks, Gary. All right, Sabine.
Hello, everybody. And say buen dia from Punta Cana, Dominican Republic. It's super sunny here. It's hot actually, and I um, I am a realtor. I have my own real estate company, so I help people to relocate or invest their money smart, and also live the tranquil island life. You know, where nothing really matters.
Love that. Well, welcome, welcome. So, everybody, as you can see here, Phoenix Fitness Fanatics has a lot of amazing individuals here with so much just diverse backgrounds on so many different levels here that you can learn from. So, if you have not subscribed, I'm going to say it now, get out there, subscribe, go to Phoenix Fitness Fanatics Mag 2021.com and get your subscription. So, ladies, we're talking about music. So, we're talking about playlists, right? And what your playlist can do for you as part of your self care. I love going to the gym. You guys know it. I'm that fitness chick, and I'm bouncing around on these boots and all that stuff. And I absolutely love when I get on the boots, I have to have a specific kind of music that I'm listening to just get that rhythm and get myself going. And it really, for me, it makes me happy. It's just, I love music. I love music because music changes everything. If I'm down about something, I turn on, a lot of times I turn on K-Love out here in California. It's worship music, and I get to singing and just doing my thing, and it elevates everything. It brings me from that darkness to just that happy place. So we're going to start with you, Teresa. So tell us a little bit about just how playlists, how people can use playlists as a part of their self-care routine, and being able to just find that happiness.
Yeah, like you said, it does make you happy. Music actually gets into the soul, the cells of your body, and gets into your soul. So there's a certain resonance, and every time you play certain types of music, whether it be upbeat, whether it be tranquil, whether it be worship, spiritual music, that all has an effect on how it reacts within your body. So for me, I'm going back a little bit, but I adore the Moody Blues. I love the Moody Blues, and my playlist is the Moody Blues. And the Moody Blues has a little bit of everything. There's Nights in White Satin, and The Tide Rushes In, which is more of a tranquil. There's also the rock and roll band. I'm just a something in a rock and roll band, which is more you could use for exercise. I also like the Water Boys, and I like their song "The Hole of the Moon." And that's a very uplifting, vibrant song. And I like to use that a lot when I like to dance around. So,
Yeah.
and for my yoga and all, I use a lot of the more what I call the spiritual, the if you want to call it new age playlist for that. There's a variety of artists. Some of it is chanting, some of it is just music, like either acoustic music or piano music. And then there's also, if you want to get better sleep, there's the rolling waves of the ocean. There's the chirping of the birds. So all that can help us, get into the mood that we need to be in order for our self-care to get the best outcome for our self-care. So very interesting topic.
Thank you, Teresa. Oh, and I love that you said the music. I mean, it goes into the cells because we are all energy. I mean, people hear me. I do the sound bowls, right? And that's frequency. And different frequencies will help you to heal. So oh, I love that you brought that up. So AB, so please share.
Sorry, I thought I had muted. Um, for me, oh gosh, where do I start with this? I found this a very challenging topic just because I think I'm going through some sort of a transition. So thinking of playlists as emotional medicine cabinets. So choosing the right sound for kind of is really important. And as I've started to learn about music, I think you just mentioned, I'm not sure whether it was Teresa or you mentioned about the frequency.
Mm-hmm.
And as I'm just learning that the frequency has been changed, I don't know when, last few decades, and I'm trying to find the right frequency, and you might have the answer to this, that helps our cells. Because sometimes the music sounds the same, but because the frequency is different, might not necessarily be beneficial for us. I
Mm-hmm.
try to listen to older music because I think with the modern one, the frequency has been changed. So even though sometimes the beat is great, I'm a bit apprehensive about listening to them just because of the damage it might be doing, but don't realize. So yeah, music is very, very important. But I am at crossroads. So when I saw the topic, it was a bit challenging for me because at the moment, I don't really have a playlist. I just go with how I feel and what my mood is on about. So I definitely like jazz music. I
Yeah.
like piano music. I like this. I love the saxophone.
Ooh, yeah.
I love it. I love it so much. So I listen to a lot of saxophone music, instrumental. Yeah, and like you said, the sounding bowls. And there's something else I've been learning how to do, which is called toning.
Oh.
And the thing with toning works at the frequency of hydrogen, which is supposed to be
Mm.
healing. And they said in the old days, women used to sit around in a circle. So if you are not feeling well, they sit around in a circle and they'll tone with these sounds. And that would make the person that was trying to heal the body get into the resonance. So when it
Mm.
gets into that resonance, then it starts to do the work that the body does. So it's not that the music is healing you, but the music is getting your cells ready
Mm-hmm.
to do the work that it's meant to do. So
Right.
yeah, I found this a challenging topic because I really at the moment don't have playlists. It just depends on my mood. But that's it. Yeah. Tiffany, are you frozen?
It
It
looks
looks
like
like
she's
she may.
frozen. Yeah.
Yeah. So,
Like,
Sabine, why don't you
yeah.
give us your thoughts?
Well, I am a
People though
great
too.
music
Oh,
lover. Oh, she's gone. So here in the
Oh,
Dominican
there we go.
Republic, we have a lot of music, and music is played always loud. It's either off or it's loud, and it's everywhere. So it's even, it lifts you up if you want or not. So it's even like you are in the supermarket, you are about to pay your shoppings, and there's music, and everybody starts to sing, and nobody looks at you like, are you all right? It's just so easy and freeing, and my personal playlists, I have playlists for everything. I have, the relaxed music, I have the hard rock, and I'm whatever I'm doing in my house, I always have music playing, like cooking, and I'm always with music, so I just need it. It's part of life. And um and if you're not in a good mood, then you have a different playlist playing. But as Evie said, it's like your personal medicine cabinet. But I think it's
Mm-hmm.
it's very important. If you're always in silence, I don't think it helps your mind or soul at all.
No, you're absolutely
mm-mm.
right. Absolutely right. Oh, and you know what? Maybe that's why I'm always so happy when I'm in the DR. It's the music that's going in the air all the time,
Yeah.
right?
Hmm. Yep.
Oh, I love it. All right. So let's see. Did we go to Audrey? All right. Go ahead, Audrey.
All right. So I've got several playlists and they do different things. So I have the spa relaxation, kind of when I'm doing my symphony of cells with somebody or whatever. I do the spa music that kind of
Mhm.
relaxes everybody and takes, and the hertz that heals is 777 hertz.
Mm.
That's the hertz that the one that heals.
Nice.
For me, I listen to 432 hertz. That is the one
Mhm.
for focus. If you want to focus, that hertz is the one for focus. So the another one is I love 70, 80, and 90s music. I play those and rock those
Yes.
out when I'm cleaning my house, or I'm rocking those ones out. Um, and Dominican Republic, I would love it there because I am a Rueda salsa dancer.
Uh-huh.
Oh,
And
yes.
so
Beautiful.
I love that music. So when
Mhm.
I go dancing with my friends or whatever, I am rocking out the Latin music, you know.
Oh,
And they're all actually uplifting.
Mm.
But one of
yeah.
the ones I love the most is to walk out in nature,
Mm.
hear the
Mm-hmm.
birds, hear the trees rustle, the leaves rustle, hear the crackling of whether that's the rocks or the grass under my feet. That is the best. And then just laying there and you can hear the bees.
Oh,
The sound of bees
yes.
is
Yeah.
very healing. They have bee huts now where you can go and
Really?
lay in bee huts, and
Actually.
it's actually a beehive
Oh
that
my
you can
gosh.
go in and lay in as a bed, and they're just the buzzing of the bees that hurts. I can't remember what that one is, but that is very healing. So for me, the music of nature is
Yeah.
the best music. So Sabine, you were saying about silence. There is never silence. It
No,
is always
Mm-mm.
music when you're listening for nature, right?
So true. So true. Ooh, I
So
love
those are
that.
and I just had a sound bath this weekend. We had like room full of people and they were doing a sound bath. It was just amazing. So those are
Amazing.
kind of my playlists. I got a lot and they do uplifting, they do relaxing, they do stress calming, all of that. So
All of
those
it.
were my playlists.
Oh, I love it. And seeing everyone, if you really want to learn about the frequencies, just go out there. You can Google the different frequencies and
Mhm.
see exactly what they do for you. So hopefully, what Audrey just gave you is going to help you as well. That's 777. If you're not feeling well, seriously, get some music that has that 777 frequency
Well,
and see.
YouTube has it. YouTube
Yeah.
has it. Yeah.
Yeah. Awesome. Very good. All right, Karen.
Okay. Well,
Mhm.
I love all the different music playlists I've heard so far. Some of them I do. But one thing I always think about music, because a lot of people look at music as just enjoyment, which it is. However, it does have great benefits. So for me, when I wake up, I have classical music playing throughout my house all day.
Mm.
That's what's playing in my house throughout the day. While I'm cooking or cleaning, like all you were saying, you need something a little bit more, to get you moving around the home. So I do like 70s, 80s music as well. I listen to a lot of worship music,
Yeah.
hymnals, and jazz and classical. I mean, that's just what keeps me going.
Yeah.
Um, in the evening, to take me down, I listen to scripture meditation. And that is associated with music as well. In going out and about, like you said, the sounds of nature. Sometimes even sitting in your house, you can hear sounds of nature. You can hear, and actually saw a butterfly like bounce off my screen door. I guess they figured they could keep going, but just hearing the different sounds of knowing that God's beauty is still out there and the
Yeah.
importance of how it will affect us. Now, when you think about music, yeah, it's a beautiful thing, it's enjoyable, but we have to be careful what we listen to because
So
it
true.
does feed. When you close your eyes and you're listening to music and you're taking a
Mm-hmm.
snapshot of what you're listening to, that does affect your heart, mind, body, and soul. So we have to be careful of the type of music we listen to, the words that are being said and played, because people don't think that it affects, but it does. And this is a big
That's a good point.
topic for me because I
Yeah.
have a module where it's about lifestyle navigators. So it's your thoughts,
Mm,
speech, and actions. So whatever we look at, listen to, read affects who we are.
right.
And so I think it's very important to think about what we listen to because it does have a lot of great benefits. You know, reducing our stress, which I'm sure we're talking about, the different benefits of what our playlist can do or cannot do. So,
Yeah.
yes, I do love music. I love to dance, but I just be very cognizant of what I am listening to. And thank you,
Yeah.
ladies, for sharing because there
Yes.
were a lot of great points that were shared on your playlist as well. And I took notes, so I might be incorporating it. My
Oh, I love this. Like I took a few notes over here too. Oh, Karen, you hit such a great point right now with the what you listen to. Because if you listen to, say, like, I growing up, I listen to everything, but I'd listen to heavy metal and all that stuff. And I would sometimes go to sleep after listening to some of that music and I would have nightmares,
yeah, yeah,
you know? Or I
yeah,
would wake up the
yeah,
next
yeah.
morning and I would
Mhm,
be just
mhm,
kind of angry or just not
mhm,
just not myself. So
mhm.
that is such a good point. So everyone just really just be aware, right? Just really be aware of how you're feeling, how you're moving, when you're listening to certain things, and maybe you may have to change your playlist. That's what we're talking about here, changing it to something that is going to uplift you and really carry you through your days versus getting you all angry and upset and yeah, because you can look around when you're driving and look at how people would, if they're listening to something crazy, or even some of that crazy gangster rap, whatever, they're driving like a-holes, right? But if you hear
Mhm,
someone listening to some jazz, some
mhm,
classical, they're just cruising, just trying to get to where they need to go.
mhm.
It really does impact us in such a huge way. So I love that you brought that up, Karen, as well. So thank you so
Yeah,
much. Thank
it's
you,
not to
everyone,
say I
for all the
never
good input.
listened to any of that, but as I grow, I know that is not beneficial to my health.
Right.
So yeah,
Yeah.
I did listen to all that too, but like
Yeah.
you said, your mood is definitely going to change based
Yeah.
on the music that you listen to.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Thank you. So, ladies, it's the top of the week. And, I know there's some people that probably didn't even want to get up today. And we got up. We are here to inspire and encourage everyone just to, show up and show out, own it. And this platform is all about owning everything in your life, the good, the bad, the ugly, and everything in between, and showing up in your purpose. So, we're going to start with you, Teresa. Please give our audience some words of wisdom, words of encouragement, just to push on through this week and every other, week to come.
Okay. My words of wisdom would be scrutinize what you listen to, what you hear, and also what you watch, because all that affects how you react to things and it affects you as a person. Everything sits in our cells and everything affects our cells. So if we're constantly listening, like you said, to heavy metal, to things, it does jar us and it jars our health a little bit. It makes us a little bit more anxious. The tranquility, the nature sounds, to know that there's always music and sounds around you, whether it be your playlist, whether it be nature. Be attuned to everything that's around you. And I can't emphasize it more. Just really scrutinize. What do you listen to? What do you hear? And what do you see? Thank you.
Awesome. Thanks, Teresa. Avi.
Okay, I love what Karen and Teresa just said regarding be careful what you listen to. And there was this book I read about a few years ago, Dr. Omoto Japanese. I don't know if you've heard about him. And he talks about water and the effects music, actually words, have on water. And we have to keep in mind that we are a lot of water. We're made up of
Mm-hmm.
water. And so what he found is that when it's good music or good words or whatever, it forms lovely crystals. And when it's very bad music with bad words, so the language you use and all, it has distorted and it's quite dark. So again, that must affect us. So what we listen to, we have to be very careful. As I so love what Karen and Teresa have just said, and what you concurred with to Tiffany, that the language, because sometimes we hear the beat and it's lovely, and we just want to dance to it, but we don't realize it's actually going into our subconscious and it's staying there and creating issues for us in the future. So my word of wisdom is listen to music intentionally so that it
Mm.
nourishes your mind, body, and soul.
Yeah. Yes. Thank you so much, Avi. All right, Audrey.
My word of wisdom is words are music. So even who we listen to, whether that's a podcast, whether that is listening to music, all the words within the music, we have to listen to those, right? That's why nature and the bees are so powerful, is because of the vibration. Even our words are vibration. When we feel our mouth, our throats, and we're talking, it's a vibration. And if you're talking high, the vibration is, stressful. So, my word of wisdom is all the music that you listen to and all the people that you listen to, make sure that their vibration is right.
Yes. Ooh, thank you, Audrey. Good stuff. Karen.
Excuse me. Wow. Yes. Create that positive, feel good mood playlist. Because you think about that, we've been talking about it all along, but it's such a great support for our mental well being. Um, as Audrey, I do believe I probably said it again, it does help boost the different areas of our life, whether it's our energy, whether it's relaxation, or whether it's to motivate you. So make sure you create that feel good, positive mood playlist. And and I started this for myself, creating my own playlist by learning a new instrument. Well, it's not new, but I picked up the keyboard again. So I started to
Nice.
create my own music that way. And I'm, feeling good doing that because it's something I'm doing that's boosting those cells. Teresa mentioned the cells. When we sleep at night, that's when our cells replenish. So
Mm-hmm.
why not replenish your cells with some positive, feel good music?
That's right. That's right.
Build on that. Build on that. Thank you.
I love it. Thank you, Karen. All right, Sabine, take us home.
Yeah, I think it's very, very important to just adapt the playlist to your mood because sometimes it can be also too much. If you need to de-stress, you listen to. Well, I have the luck. I can listen to the waves. I can be on the beach. I can even in my house when my two 9-year-old twin boys leave the house, it's silent. So that is silence, and then I can listen to the birds. I have a palm tree where there's always a nest in there, and there's so many things. So you have to really adapt not everything goes for every time and everybody, so and look for the sunshine in every day, and then you're going to be good.
Yes, love it. Love it. Well, ladies, I want to just thank you so much for joining me on this Mental Monday to talk about music and our playlists that we can create to really create that balance that we need in our life so we can move forward and just be the best that we can be. So everyone, I hope that you enjoyed our Mental Monday podcast today. I hope you took notes. And if you didn't, go back and watch the replay and take some notes, because these ladies came with some serious nuggets for you today. So have an amazing week, and we will see you next time. Take care, everybody. We'll see you soon.